Hi folks, this is Johnny Cancer, and we're going to play Samurai Ghost. An order from the King of Heaven? Let's go! And as you can see, we're already well on our way to the underworld. I don't know what the dragon had to do with that, but it really doesn't matter. Turn the volume down just a little bit. Anyway, this is Samurai Ghost. It was released for the TurboGrafx 16, also known as the PC Engine. And it is the sequel to Genpai Tumadin, which was a Japanese arcade game that was eventually ported to the TurboGrafx 16. There's not a lot of plot to the game. You basically play a deceased samurai warrior combating demons, ghosts, and other enemies of the netherworld. I wanted to play this just because it was released for the Virtual Console about a year ago, and I just wanted people to see what they weren't missing by not downloading it. It's not that it's a bad game. I think the graphics are actually really nice, but there's not a lot of variety of gameplay. Pretty much what you see here is what the whole game is like. But the sprites are big and very detailed. And certainly for the time period, the graphics were pretty good. You do have some variety of attacks. You can swing your sword overhead like this. You can swing it down, and you can do sort of a downward stabbing motion, which is reminiscent of Link's downward thrust in The Adventure of Link. Now there's one interesting feature of the game, which maybe we'll get to here in a minute, but I'll go ahead and describe. There are branching paths, and depending on which way you go, the outcome of the game, I think, is different. Well, I've never actually beaten the game. Anyway, here we are at the first boss. Come on. There we go. Here we see the world map. Volcanic Zone. But yeah, this is Samurai Ghost. I didn't want to do a whole series of LP videos on it because there's really not much variety to it other than this. And the story's definitely not strong enough to make it interesting for very long. So this is more of a gameplay demo than anything else. Just to show people what the game is like. I suppose if I got a lot of requests, I would play through the whole game. But I don't think that's going to happen. And certainly there's other more interesting games that I would like to do LPs of. Let's see. Power up. I don't know what any of the power-ups do either. Not because I haven't tried to research it and find out, it's just there's really no walkthroughs or any information on this game. Oh, I hate this stage. So we're being chased by the fire, and the spider shoots webs that slow you down. I guess the first time we encounter a stage like this, it's not that bad, but it gets really awful in the later parts of the game. Nope, I'm gonna die here. Yep. Just died, and we explode in flames. Well, let's see if I can't get past this. Now, I do want to point out the appearance of your main character here, because a lot of people suspect that the Genpai Tumaden series was actually the inspiration for the Getsufu Maden game, which was released for the Famicom. And there is a bit of an eerie similarity between the two characters, although I've never actually seen anything that says it was specifically based on that game. There was a Genpai Tumaden board game, which was ported to the Famicom. And that character in particular looks a lot like the character that was eventually used for the Getsufu Maden sprite. I believe it was Konami that made both of those games, although I'm not sure about that. Probably should have looked it up before I did the LP, but really didn't care that much. I like the rising moon in the background there. There are neat little things like that in the background. I'm not sure if this is... I really should have played through this once before. I'm not sure if this is a boss or if I'm just trying to get through the stage here. We'll try that again. Must be a boss because he has a lifeline. There we go. Ooh, golden one. Ah, this is bonus stage, actually. Forgot the game had these. And I did not remember that being the music. That is ridiculous. That is not acceptable for a samurai game. Oh, now here we are, apparently in some type of jungle. Oh! Okay, completely forgot about that element of the game. Well, that's interesting. Okay, I actually don't remember ever playing through any of this. This is a little more gameplay variety than I expected. Ah, yeah, here, one of my favorite power-ups. Increases your striking distance quite a bit. It does wear off eventually, though, which is not so cool. Oh, right at the end, too. Was that it? We'll go ahead and play until I run out of lives here. Actually, on second thought, no we won't. As it's already past the 9-minute mark, and I don't think there's going to be anything interesting in the next 60 seconds. Anyway, folks, this has been Samurai Ghost, and I'm Johnny Cancer. Join me next time for other LP one-shots. And, yeah, don't download this game.